What's up, world? Your boy, a guy named Tye, reporting live from the Tye Aarons Podcast. And today, the podcast is brought to you by Release the Beast Fitness. For a limited time, to all of our listeners, you can get the Lean Leopard, which is for the ladies, and the Lean Beast fitness program for up to 40% off. Check the link in my bio or go to releasethebeastfitness.com/podcast to get an amazing discount. Anywho, let's hop into this. Today, I'm excited to be sharing with you something that is dear to me. You'll see at the top posted comment is about Freedom Friday and what freedom is. Now, for me, freedom starts with the financial freedom, because I want to be able to do what I want, when I want, how I want, with who I want, whenever I want. Just complete freedom to do anything. And I was listening to this. I recently repurchased the 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, and I'll have a link below and after when I repost this video. I'll have a link down for you to see that. But I was re-listening to it. I had listened to it last when I was about 15, 16, when one of my mentors had given me access to his Audible account then and said, hey, you have 24 hours to go in my account and download as many books as you can. And that's it. After 24 hours, I'm changing my password. And this is back when you could actually download the audiobooks off Audible. Loved those times. I had so many books. I probably still have them on hard drives somewhere. Now that Amazon has purchased them, they set it up in a way where you need to have an account and you have to have the app to listen to stuff. It's more difficult. Like, you can't just throw it on an old MP3 player like you used to be able to, which kind of sucks. Just a little bit. Kind of sucks. Oh, what's up? What's up? I'm not sure if my new lav mic is working properly. If you guys can hear me, throw some hearts up just so I know that I'm not talking. It's just dead air. But yeah, pretty much my mentor told me, hey, you have this much time to get as many books as you humanly can. And then I decided to get all these books, and the 4-Hour Workweek was one of them. It changed my perspective around what freedom could be. It changed my perspective on business, on work, and what it means to be an employee, in different ways you could approach being an employee other than the normal ways that they have set up for us, So I was listening to it yesterday during my workout, because I like to listen to audiobooks while I work out, feed my mind while I develop my body. And one of the questions that was asked was, if you could do anything in the world and there's no way that you could fail at it, what would you do? So I was thinking about it and trying not to limit myself with it. And they said specifically, if you're 10% smart, 10 times smarter than anyone in the world, and anything you do, you wouldn't fail at it, what would you do? And I realized I've been limited a lot recently in the last, let's say 7 years since being an adult. Because I'm trying to think of things that I would do and what I would want to do if I could do anything and not fail. For me, the biggest thing started out with like financial stuff, because I want to be able to give back more to my communities. I want to be able to travel all the time, anywhere. I want to live with complete freedom to wake up and choose to do what I want when I want, like I mentioned before. And even having that thought experience, sharing with other people, seeing what they would say, seeing how difficult it is to even think, what does freedom look like for you? What kind of bigger dreams or goals could you set for yourself? What could you have for yourself? It was interesting. I think it's something that I want to add to my practice more often, of just bringing awareness of what it is that the ultimate vision is. I know for Release the Beast, the ultimate vision is to help 12,000 people every single year level up their lives so they're better, so that has that trickle effect, so it helps other people. Pardon me. So that by them being better, automatically helps other people be better and have a better life experience, a more fulfilling life experience, a more exciting life experience. And I, even thinking 12,000, that's like nothing. That's not enough. Like, we need to think bigger, even bigger, 10 times that. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know 10X by Grant Cardone. It's a wonderful book. I definitely think you should listen to it or read it, follow some of his content. But think even bigger. Don't limit yourself to certain things. But for me, the initial thing was I wanted to help 12,000 people a year with Release the Beast Fitness, which is just 1,000 people a month. It's not too many. It was something that I thought was manageable and I think is attainable. Now I'm trying to make it a bigger goal. But that's why we have things from ebooks to online programs to in-person training to group classes and a lot of other things, because the main goal is just to help people level up themselves and develop themselves and make their lives better. But for myself, I haven't thought about what my biggest thing would be. And reading this book and even looking at the notes helps. Because one way to break it down is to list the 5 things that you dream of having, 5 things you dream of being, 5 things you dream of doing. Just put down 5 things in that specific order. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make a timeline. So you're going to make a 6-month timeline and a 12-month timeline. And the next step after that is, so we said having, being, and doing. Having is pretty straightforward and easy. For me, I want a Tesla. I want a Cybertruck Tesla. I want to build a school bus that I can tour around the country with. Actually, I want to make the Beast bus, so that we can like bring fitness and do like a Canada-wide fitness tour. It should be really cool, you know. I want to have a crazy wall terrarium unit that's a living vivarium terrarium with plants and animals and stuff. I want to have more music being made. These are just some things that I want. Things that I want to do was a little bit harder to think of. Well, I want to go on more adventures. I know right now with COVID, a lot of people aren't really as excited about doing more things. Excited about what we can even do right now. I want to be able to enjoy the holidays with my family and find ways that I can without the way that we have these restrictions happening right now, which is kind of ridiculous. I want to do more by giving back more to the community than I already am. We did the backpack drive last year. We're doing the hat drive this year. I want to see how much further we can push the envelope. And being, what do I want to be? Even sitting with that and thinking of that, trying to like map out those things. Okay, like I want to be, well, let me actually go back. Back in 2015 is when I last did this exercise, or a similar exercise, where I had to write down like who I am as a person, what my identity is as a person. Even if at the time I wasn't that person, writing down what I want to be. It took a little bit of time, but I have a bunch of different Google Drive documents, which is something that is a part of BAMF, Badass Motherfucker. Which is an ebook that is about to be, I'm working on right now, that I'm going to be launching to share with you guys. It's one of the tools that's in there that actually helps you build out these blueprints for these things of having, being, and doing, and developing them further. and step by step how to brainstorm it, think about it, execute it. But anytime you think about like what you could do if you couldn't fail, what would you do if you couldn't fail? You want to think bigger, and then think bigger, and then even bigger. So for my goal of I want to help 12,000 people a year, not enough. I want to help 120,000 people a year, not enough. I want to help 12 million people a year, still not enough. Got to go even bigger than that. With the hat drive, we started out with we wanted to help 100 people get 100 hats on their heads. Like, that's not enough, especially when you see what's happening with COVID right now. They're shutting down, like, shelters don't have enough capacity. They're closing down the initiatives of people actually trying to keep people warm. So 100 people having hats is not enough. I want entire care packages. I want to try and get them. I want to get them blankets, socks, scarves, hats, food. Like, I'm not really sure what I can do on the housing front right now. I know there's petitions y'all can sign and stuff, but I'm trying to think bigger, not just 100 people. Let's actually help 4,008 people that are not going to have a place to stay. Let's help all of them, don't limit yourself. Try not to limit yourself or let other people limit you. Always try and think a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. When you're working on this type of thing, especially with the idea of you can't fail. You can't fail at what you want to do. You gotta make it an even bigger idea. So just to close this off, remember, make your list of what you dream of having, being, and doing. And even as you write those things down, maybe we take some advice from Grant Cardone and 10x them. Make them even more audacious. Make them a big audacious goal that's something worth fighting for and making happen. Anywho, that's it from me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. We're going live every day for the next 30 days. It'll be interesting. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, interested about, curious about, or even if you want to hop on this live stream with me, send me a message and we'll make it a reality. Anywho, it's your boy, a guy named Tye, signing out. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Tye Aarons Podcast. Remember that right now you can get 40% off the Lean Beast, which is for men, and the Lean Leopard, which is for women, fitness program by Release the Beast Fitness, our sponsor for today. Hope you have a powerful day. I'm excited to see you or spend some time with you guys in the next podcast. And that's pretty much it. Peace.